Neighborhood, we call it Beechwood. It was nice for the most part when I was a child, but as grew into teenage years, I guess that's around the time when crack started coming into the city, or the whole country really. And just like every other city, things changed. I was one of the few kids I knew who had both parents in the household. My father, when I was younger, he worked at Guardian Glass, and then he got a job at Edison, which is where he retired from eventually. I had an older brother, but he lived with my grandmother, so it was really just me and my mother and father in the household for the most part. In school, we used to, after school, we ride around in limos because everybody wanted to show they was getting money, and ride around in Blue Eagle cabs and fight. A lot of us started getting more influenced by what was going on in the streets as far as the gangs, and some started selling drugs, which for the most part I stayed away from. But as I got to be an older teen, I did, get into it a little, but it wasn't for me, so I really steered away from that. At 17, I was shot, and that's when a lot of my friends started going to prison and whatnot, and it just got to be a crazy time. Me getting shot was actually something that happened in my neighborhood with guys who I actually grew up with, and just one group ended up clashing with another group. As we got older, we started growing apart, and egos and what have you. And it led to one day after school in our neighborhood, after we got home, a huge fight broke out for whatever reason. And we were all in the middle of the street fighting, and someone pulled out a gun and just started firing into the crowd. And I was one of the people who got hit. It kind of desensitized me to like violence, or we was around guns a lot and all the drugs. It just seemed normal because it was all around us. Everybody was doing it. And I was able to not go to prison and not get that far into it where I was actually killing people and stuff. Is the way I grew up. My family, like I said, my father was in the household where a lot of guys didn't have their father, and he worked every day. And this is where it started, Beechwood and Martindale. My hood, Beechwood.